stunning.
You look so pretty and we look pretty.
No!
We're like super cash. Oh no. We're like, oh. But we're drinking.
Cheers!
Cheers. You look beautiful.
Thank you. Y'all look awesome. Y'all showed up all decked out to the Zoom meeting we had last week, and so I was
I
like,
see what's happening then.
it's like a relationship. We're comfortable now, right?
You know what? We're happy with that.
Exactly.
We're really happy with that.
How are you guys doing?
We're so good. We're so happy. We just want to say thank you first because this is so much fun. We are so honored. We're so grateful to know you, and we just know that this is the start of a very real friendship. So.
Oh, totally. I'm like way too excited. Like I'm so pumped for today. And like I was telling my husband, I was like, the future with these women is so bright. Like I can't even handle it. Like I already know in my gut it's going to be big.
Already.
I don't even have my tissue yet.
We're going to need tissue. I'm going to call my kids.
Awesome. Well, cheers to you guys.
Cheers to you.
Awesome. So we'll get started here.
We got a shout out to Shelly because we just saw that she joined at the
Did she
bottom.
join? I know. They have a trio, guys, and we are missing the third friend of ours.
Yes, so we're cheersing to Shelly.
Woohoo!
At the lake, having a great time.
What are you guys drinking?
Margaritas.
That's right. Oh my gosh. My husband asked me, he's like, do you want a margarita? And
the answer is always yes.
Yeah, but it was 7:57 and I was like, we got 3 minutes to make this happen. So I was like, let's just default to a beer. We'll do it with that.
Carrie makes the best margaritas.
Really?
It's kind of true. We'll make you one in person when we come visit you in Houston.
Perfect.
Get the good tequila there.
I'm excited. All right. So I thought we could do a little icebreaker before we start off.
Sure.
I always feel like that gets everyone calm and settled and whatnot. So I was just going to ask you two to I'm going to ask just random questions, and you have a few seconds to just answer.
Lightning round.
Yes. Exactly.
I love a lightning round.
And you guys can answer at the same time too, okay?
Okay.
All right. Let's see. Fall or spring?
Fall. Yeah, fall.
Why'd you think so hard?
Because both of those in Seattle are a rainy nightmare. Yeah,
I know. I hear you. A beach vacation or a city one?
Beach.
A homebody or out in the open body?
Home body. Out every day. Home body.
Coffee or tea?
Oh, coffee.
How
about you? Coffee or tea? Yeah.
Definitely a coffee girl for sure, 100%.
Okay, you're from Seattle, right? You live in Seattle.
Exactly. This is a good one. Tequila or vodka?
Oh, tequila all day. I think I like the feeling of tequila, but it's vodka. I don't know why. Vodka's easier because vodka you can drink with soda and lime, and it's like 0 calories almost. This is not 0 calories, but it's so good. But tequila, I like the way it feels. Yes.
All right.
What about you?
I don't know. Tequila back when I was like super young, but now it's like I can't do a tequila shot. One of my cousins.
I would never do a shot of tequila. That's disgusting.
Well, that was my next. Yeah. What about shots or a drink?
Drink. No, drink for sure.
I don't know. I'm a girl for shots though, but I can do a tequila shot.
Okay, well, we'll do shots with you in Houston. I mean, we're up for it, girl. Depends. I don't know. Well, I don't know if I will. We'll get an Uber. We'll be fine. It depends on what it is.
Awesome. All right. Well, now that we've got our drinks in and had a quick little lightning round of icebreaker, we'll kick off with Drinks with Dhara. It's the first one for September. You guys are my first guest of the month. So a little bit about me and what I do and why I do this. So I wanted to start Drinks with Dhara a while back, and then COVID happened, and obviously everything went to shits. But I was like, okay, So long story short, we kicked it off in August, and then here we are in September. And basically, my whole purpose is to just chat, and sometimes it's going to be like just an informative one, kind of like today, where I just want everyone to know how amazing you guys are and what you guys are about. And then there'll be, and then there was other ones that I've had previously where it's just like a conversation, sharing like similar experiences but different perspective. But today, so I guess we'll talk about how we all connected.
Sure.
The Cancer Cartel slid into my DMs, and I was like, who is this? And I mean, you know, you get a lot of spam, so I was just kind of like, okay, I don't know what this is about. But I always like
a weird name.
I like to read everyone's messages before I like decide. And long story short, I know we started chatting back and forth, and we like all fell in love over DMs, and then here we are. I think where we all united as far as us four, they have a third person which they will introduce when I get to them. But long story short, we're all about kindness and helping and being positive and, you know, just living your best life, and more than that, not letting your hardships hold you back, and keep thriving. And just that, I mean, I do it in a different capacity, and their stories just blew my soul when they shared, you know, everything that they've been through and how they continue to smile and help. And like that, like literally during our meeting, I was bawling because I was like, oh my gosh, like I couldn't handle it. And then obviously we're all Seattle girls, so that's like, I mean, it just has to work. The chemistry was just there. It was bound to happen. So yeah, and on my channel, I love to talk about kindness and positivity and, you know, overcoming obstacles and how you do that. And so today's story is basically that, right? Like, I wanted you guys to share your guys' story, what you're about, and then I want to deep dive into Cancer Cartel so we can continue to help spread the word and help others. So I will let you guys introduce yourself, your elevator speech, and do it on behalf of Shelly too. And then I'll ask you a few questions.
That sounds great. Well, we'll just start off by saying, again, thank you so much for having us. We like to say that we are just three brave, business-minded cancer survivors who came together and thought there has to be something more. Katie and I know each other because our significant others said, you two will be best friends as soon as you meet, kind of like we were with you, Dhara. And they were 100% right. Katie and I, super just vibrant, and, you know, we have a similar sense of humor. We like a lot of the same stuff, and, you know, the cancer thread was also a big bonding thing for us. So as our friendship grew, I was going to a Northwest Harvest, which is our local food bank, feeds a lot of Western Washington. I was going to an event, and I begged Katie to come with me, and of course she said yes. And our screen went dark, which I don't know why.
I can see you guys.
Yeah, can you still? Okay, good.
Yeah, it goes dark on our side. It's really weird. We can't stop it.
I'm sure there's some setting we don't know about because we're ridiculous, but whatever. And so Katie said yes, and we went and started packaging food. On the way home, we just started talking about cancer, and we started talking about how cancer is freaking expensive. And it's not just your medical bills or your, you know, the medicine that you have to buy. It is your cost of living just goes up exponentially. And we were just talking about that. We're like, you know, Katie's an entrepreneur. I have an extensive, interesting business background. But I knew that there had to be something more. And we just kind of started flowing ideas. And we thought, what could we do? How could we help people pay these living expenses that have gone up dramatically? And how can we make it fun and something that we have passion for? And we all three of us love branding and strategy and just, you know, trying to be creative in creative ways. So by the time we got home, we had come up with Becoming the Real Real, which if any of your audience isn't familiar with the Real Real, it's a luxury consignment website. But we thought, what if people gave us the items and we sold them, and then we gave the money directly to people fighting cancer? So no middleman, no hospital, no just us giving people money. And by the time we got home, I mean, we were fired up. Yeah, it was crazy. So, I don't know what's wrong.
I don't know.
I'm going to text the kids and ask them. We have teenagers that can help us. Well, they're not teenagers anymore. They're 20. But, so we got home, and Katie immediately called her sister, Shelly, who's our third, who we miss terribly, and we're sad she's not here with us. So do you want to talk a little bit about Shelly, or do you want
there
to
she
keep going?
is. Sure is explained.
Hi, Shell!
Yeah, I called Shelly immediately and kind of told her idea, and she was immediately so excited. She had just the year before had left work, and we were looking for something. She had left work. She is obviously a cancer survivor too, just like us too. And me and her had talked for a while about doing something together. So we were both cancer survivors and wanted to do something to help people, wanted to do something new and different and fun. And Shelly was done being in the corporate world. She was in for 20 years. So she was in right away when I talked to her. And
I had never met Shelly.
Yeah, they had never met.
I mean, it was the same thing. Like, love at first sight. I can't.
Was it 1 week later?
It was 1 week later, yeah.
We met after we came up with the idea. The three of us went and had lunch together at a Mexican buffet.
A Mexican buffet, people.
And I'm sure there was margaritas involved.
I mean, maybe. It was 11 a.m.
Yeah. It was a great day, though. It was awesome. We all just got super pumped.
Yeah, I mean, and it took us a while, Dhara. Like, you know, you're an entrepreneur. It takes a while.
It takes a while, for sure.
Right? Like, you're scared.
It's definitely a roller coaster, 100%.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
It's going dark.
It's going dark again. We are so technologically advanced.
Just keep
No worries. No worries. Well, we can see you fine, so it's great on our end.
Okay. Well, then we're going to try to go dark and keep going.
So y'all united based on your own experiences, saying, hey, we went through it. This sucks. I mean, it already sucks to obviously have it, but then you have that other burden to worry about. Oh my gosh, this is so expensive and all of that. And I think when it comes to cancer and just healthcare issues in general, right? Like, you don't realize that it's not just the medication, the treatment and all of that. It's the little things that start to add up. Like, my husband and I were talking about it when he was having his back issues and he had to go for his appointments. Like, he had to pay for parking at the spot where he's being treated, and like, it just blows our mind. It's like, why? Like, how is that even a thing? Like,
I know it's $20 a day where I was at the hospital that I was at,
and you have to go every day.
Like, yeah, and I can't even imagine. Exactly. And I think those are the pieces that I think sometimes, obviously, if you're not, experiencing it, you may not know. Like, I think the most apparent cost that people think about when there's health treatments is, oh my gosh, the medication, the actual visits and this and that. But I don't think people realize that there's other things that may not directly be related, but actually do impact your bottom line, like the gas, the parking, the food, putting your kid at a babysitter, or, all of those things. And like, that adds up, especially in an experience with cancer where it's not like, hey, I'm just going to the dermatologist for like the next couple of weeks. It's going to be an extensive thing. And so that surely adds up. And I love that was your motivation, because I know when we talked, you guys said, you can get help for, medication and whatnot through insurance to a certain capacity, but then like, who's going to buy your food? Who's going to pay for your parking? And unfortunately, that stuff is definitely not cheap. And I worked in downtown Seattle. I know parking is not cheap. So I love that. I know everyone's going to be very curious. So if you guys want to like quickly share the types of cancers you guys experience yourself, because just to be clear, they're all about helping cancer patients, because all three women, I know you guys can't see Shelly, so those that are just joining, like, they legit had cancer and are survivors. So that was their deep motivation, because they lived and literally survived it, right? So they know exactly what that entails. So if you just want to give like a 1-2 minute update on like what your cancer was.
Well, Shelly and I are both breast cancer survivors. I hate to tell Shelly's story for her, but it's very remarkable. Shelly has a miracle baby who their other sister carried because the chemo took her ability to have a child. So, it's those types of things, that other people don't know, that if you haven't been through it or you don't know somebody who's been through it. I also had thyroid cancer. All three of us are skin cancer survivors. Katie.
I had non-Hodgkin's lymphoma.
Oh, wow.
So, definitely we like to say don't let the pink fool you. Yeah, our logo's pink and we use pink in a lot of our branding, but we care about people with every kind of cancer, and every kind of cancer is scary. I didn't have to have chemo or radiation, but anytime you hear the word cancer, it's terrifying.
For sure.
And so we just want people to know that we love and care for every type of cancer, no matter what it is that you're fighting. If you need financial assistance,
Men, women,
we care
and
about you. Yeah, men, women, and children, for sure.
Awesome. I mean,
It changes you.
I mean, I can't even imagine like the before and after, like just hearing your guys' story like last week, like changed me. And I personally don't know anyone directly, but I know loved ones who know others, and just seeing them go through that, like it's hard. And my really close friend and colleague, her husband had cancer very young, and he died from diagnosis to death like in 6 months. And it was like it was like that's probably the closest I've ever been, and like I couldn't even process it. Like I remember I was actually pregnant with my second son, and when she called me and she was just like, "Hey, he's gone." Like I literally remember like just dropping at the Cosmo and just crying, because I was just like, oh shit, like this is wild, I think more power to you. And I think the part that touched my heart the most was the fact that you guys said, which humble you guys didn't even talk about, tell them the percentage of what is donated.
I guess we did kind of glaze over that. So
it's a pretty big part.
One of the things that we were really motivated to do is, a lot of these big nonprofits have really bad reputations for their CEOs make $5 million a year and they give 10 cents to the dollar to the actual cause. And we never, that's wrong in our minds. And so there's a charity out there called Charity Water that we are trying to model our nonprofit after. They have committed to 100% of their raised funds. So in our example, it would be cash donations. It would be the proceeds from the sale of the the donated items. It would be the profits from our branded clothing line, or, something like these cute straws that we have, fun stuff. But we want 100% of that to go to people fighting cancer directly as gifts. None of us have paid ourselves. We have very minimal overhead. We have website maintenance and shipping and that kind of stuff. But our goal is to find someone to come in and to be our benefactor and to say, we believe in these 3 smart, strong, business-minded women, and we want to pay their overhead so that they can build this and help people all over the country.
That blew my mind. Like when you guys said 100% and you're like, oh, we don't even get paid. Like talk about Mother Teresa status. I was just man. I was like,
speaking of Mother Teresa, our sister Terry just joined. She's the one that carried. Hi, Terry. She's the one that carried Shelly's baby for her.
I think that's so phenomenal. I know. I mean, I think social media helps, but I feel like nowadays, we're more able to talk about our charity efforts and to do those causes. I know one of my best friends, she owns a business, and every month she donates, a percent of her proceeds to different charities that touches her heart. And, I love that example. And I feel like that's a thing of our time, where as people are doing their businesses, entrepreneur, whatever, everyone is finding a way to give back. And I love the best part that I love is that people give back from the beginning, not after they've made it.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
No.
And I love that part, right? Like, because a lot of people, like, I mean, yeah, you got these big brands that are gonna like donate every year for whatever purposes.
Sure.
It's fantastic,
Yes,
but
very happy.
exactly. But I love that, you know, all these businesses that are coming out are approaching it with that mindset. I mean, it's even in my strategy for the upcoming months to participate in that as well. So it's such a beautiful thing hearing your guys' story, that 100% of it go straight in. Like, you guys are like literally, in my head, you guys are like volunteers, right? Like, you're literally volunteering like your time, your energy, like your hearts, all of that for people you don't know that are experiencing such a hard time, and you're helping them. And like, I mean, we already bonded on this. Like, I love helping. I'm all about kindness. And I feel like that's like the minimum thing that we can do, because when we're not here anymore, like, the fact that you help someone is going to like just stay longer, and it's going to continue. And I feel like I hate saying fire right now because there's bad fires, but it's like a rapid fire, right? Like, when you spread kindness, it's just contagious, and it continues to do that and have that ripple effect. And I love that about you guys, and that like super drew me to you guys. And like I said, I really hope that someone comes in and swoops you guys up and helps you, because I know you have that number in mind, and I hope you're able to achieve it.
They're going
but
it's gonna happen, Dhara.
It is 100%. We said that number so many times last week. It's gonna happen 100%. 100%. So let's talk about it. So I know you guys, I'll let you talk about it, but I know there's a couple different ways that people can help support your foundation. So if you want to share how people can, and before we get too far, if you go to my Instagram bio, I do have a direct link to their page. And so just click it. It's the first link in my bio, along with, it's also in my website under the giving back section. You can go straight to their page. So like, if you can't find them, let me know. I will help you find them. But like, we'll make it happen. But carry on. I know you guys have a couple different ways. You mentioned, you know, donation of luxury items, along with, you know, your guys' items you sell, which I saw and I put in my cart, but I had to get ready, so I will finish purchasing. But, you know, let's talk about that. Like, how can we, as, you know, how can we support you? Like, I know we can't just come in and swoop and be that big boss to take it over or to help you guys, but like, how can we even do our little part?
Every little, and I'll just say that every little part helps. Like, just sharing us right now with your audience is huge. Awareness, we say that to everyone. Everyone we reach out to, we always say, like, if you don't have a Louis Vuitton that you want to donate, that's great. If you want to share us with your audience, that's equally as helpful to us, because that, you know, we might find a person who needs our help because you shared about us. We might find the person who, you know, wants to come in and be that benefactor. I mean, you never know. For sure. You never know who's going to be watching this. So obviously we talked about our main fundraising arm, you know, kind of our brand, I would say, is the accepting of the luxury items. If you have questions about luxury brands, we go into that a little bit on our website. But it's, you know, it's who you would think of. Gucci, Chanel, Louis Vuitton, Burberry,
Some with a lot of
Alice and Olivia, Rag and Bone. I mean, there's, you know, or anything you bought at some fabulous boutique in Houston or Chicago, or, you know. So, and if you have questions, we're always willing to answer those as well. Of course, we accept financial donations. So
Cash.
Yes, we do accept cash, because that cuts out the middleman. If you if you donate on our website, we can literally take that money and give it away right now. Awesome. We're also looking for strategic partnerships, and that's something we're really, really excited about. We have some kind of big stuff cooking that we're really happy. We can't wait to be able to announce it. But you know, co-branding opportunities. We'd love for Chanel to make us a Cancer Cartel bag.
Yes.
That you know, 20.
RCC, there's
Hey.
We like to put big dreams in the universe, so that's one of them.
100%. I'm all about that. You should see the ridiculous things I'm always saying. My husband's probably like, she's wild. I'm like, no, this shit's gonna happen. That's why.
Shit's gonna happen. Yeah. My husband thinks I'm wild too. He doesn't understand. It's okay. I love him anyway. I am a little wild. So we're seeking people. Say in the month of October, for example, you want to donate 15% of your sales to Cancer Cartel. We love those. Any type of we're looking into some cosmetic lines. So our little sticker is on your foundation bottle, and 10% of the proceeds from this foundation goes to Cancer
We have a
Cartel.
local auto group that has agreed to give us like $50 per car for
In October, which is
That's fantastic.
Yeah, any co-branding, anything we can do with businesses to raise money.
Yeah, or just people.
Yeah.
We know there's a lot of people out there who are just like they want somewhere to put their money, that they hard-earned money somewhere.
For
that
sure.
They
Can do something real and awesome.
something real. 3 girls from that are just pulling up our bootstraps and trying to make this happen. So
making it happen.
Yeah. So those are really our 3 main, and we do have some branded Cancer Cartel items. I'm wearing a Cancer Cartel.
Yeah, I saw your guys' ball cap. I'm about to order that.
We have a cute Cancer Cartel ball cap. You know.
I love that. That's in my cart.
There's black with pink, gray with pink. We have water bottles. Gosh,
Water
very
bottles.
good. Oh, straws.
Sorry, this is not an advertising.
Shelly, look.
Alan, are you watching us? We've got our straws.
That's awesome.
So we've partnered with some really cool brands. A friend of ours does all of our embroidery. She keeps not sending us a bill.
That's awesome.
We just have some really remarkable people who just are saying yes.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a million ways, and if anyone wants to help us and one of those ideas don't fit your bill, let us know. Like we're open to any way we can help as many people as possible.
That's awesome. I think it just makes me happy to have this conversation, because I feel like right now 2020 has been a year to remember, I think, for everyone, right? In some form or fashion, we are so impacted, and I'm not even going to get into the details, but it's been a year. Let's just say that. So it's nice to know that, there are other initiatives that are people are continuing to push that envelope and spread kindness, spread positivity. And I feel like now more than ever, it's so instrumental to our well-being. And we talked about this. I believe in energies. I believe in the aura. And I feel like if we can, put more of this out there, hopefully we can, just get rid of all that other crap that's floating around, because
that's right. Well, and you're doing that. Like the things that you help people with, your writing is excellent.
Oh, thank you.
You're putting it out there. You're doing it.
We're all doing it. We're all doing it. I think we all have to do our part. And I love that. I wanted to elaborate more on how people can participate. So if you go onto their website and you click, there are 2 options. You can do a cash donation, or you can do the luxury item donation. And so that's basically, you click on that link, and it's about $15, right? And you get to send up to 70 pounds worth of luxury goods, right?
So
do you want to talk more about that?
Sure. We've partnered with an incredible company called Give Back Box. We don't know how it works, but it works. And you can go right to our website, and you can actually go to their website too, but you select Cancer Cartel on their website. But on our website, you click Donate Designer, and it will take you right to their website. You fill out a little form, you pay $15, you slap the label on any box.
Yeah, you just print the label off.
Yep. Any box you have lying around that you got from Amazon. And
it doesn't matter what box it is, like an old TV box, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Just shove it full of 70 pounds or whatever you have, and slap the label.
Comes right to
you
us.
can pick it up on your porch.
That's
awesome. We didn't talk about.
What?
You can also buy the amazing donated items on our website.
Well, I was just getting there. I was like, it was on my list.
Okay, good.
It was on my sheet.
Because we don't know what we're doing.
It was on my sheet. I was like, what happens next? You get the item. Go walk me through that.
Yes. We get, oh yeah, the other way that people can help us, and they have to do one thing one time. You can select us on Amazon Smile, and a teeny little portion of every single thing you buy goes directly to us. So you have to do nothing.
It's just like, yeah.
Like nothing.
You just,
Every
but it's not an app. That's the only
No, it's now. It's on the app now. Yeah, you can do it on the app now.
All right. Well, I will do it, test it out, and I will share it with my followers. That's so awesome.
So yeah, so then we do have the amazing donated items on our website right now. And it doesn't hurt to be able to shop for a cause, right? Like
For sure.
You're buying a couture dress, and
there's gonna be a day that we can go out.
Yeah, someday when we can actually go out.
It's gonna happen. We're putting it out there.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you're dressed beautifully.
Okay, next
in your
time we're
house.
doing this, we're getting dressed up.
Yeah, we look like
we're doing this again with you. And
We'll do it again.
We're doing
I'm
it
down.
again, and
Actually, can we pause this?
Yes.
We're gonna run in my closet and put on sequins, like a gown.
Y'all are too much. What was I gonna? Oh,
I don't know, but we're just having too much fun. So
no,
whatever.
you totally made me forget my question. Oh, dang it!
Oh, it'll come back to you.
It'll definitely come back. That was my question. So I know on your website people are able to submit that they want to be a recipient. So I can't even imagine being on your end. How do you even decide? Because obviously, knowing you guys, I know you just want to give to everyone, but unfortunately,
right now,
given early stages of the business, right? You guys aren't at that point yet. So how are you doing that? If you feel comfortable sharing,
we do feel comfortable sharing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
can you give a little example of what's actually on the questionnaire? I know I skimmed over it. So just like when
basically nothing.
Yeah, it's like your name, your number, your email.
We want to know your diagnosis, obviously. And then there's a place where you can write a little bit about your situation. But during COVID, we were kind of doing something different. Our idea, obviously, COVID has made us pivot.
Hey.
Everything. So we had to change our method of giving. So what we decided was that we were going to email Amazon gift cards to our recipients, because we know that
during COVID,
during COVID, because we can't see you, right? And we can't meet you and hand you a check. I mean, we could send it in the mail, but Amazon is instant, and you can buy almost anything that you could possibly want. You could buy toilet paper, or you can buy your daughter a birthday gift, like anything. So we haven't said no yet. We haven't had an overwhelming enough ask to say no. So if you email us or you fill out the form online and you tell us your story, we're sending you an Amazon gift card. So next week we're actually, it's hard. Like the stories are hard and we cry.
And this next week's going to be tough.
Next week's going to be really hard. We're actually going to give away some much larger gifts next week. And we're interviewing the people this time, and we're scared but happy, all rolled into one. We're going to be able to give gifts that are a sizable amount that will definitely be making a much larger difference in people's lives.
That is amazing.
So it's hard, but it's also like the most rewarding. They're tears of sadness and of joy.
And then we never feel bad for ourselves. That's the thing. If you ever do man, getting a request from somebody that's just like mind blowing, you're like, oh, it just wakes you up and makes you remember.
Like, I have no problems.
Yeah, like champagne problems. We're very lucky.
Yeah. So So you're right. It's hard, but it's worth it every second.
Oh, absolutely. You guys are just too amazing. Well, first of all, you guys just didn't have like one cancer. Like each of you had no offense, I'm exaggerating, but like 50 each. I was just like, how did you guys just live through all of that? And then you're like, hold on, we're gonna 100% help all these strangers. And I think in a time where we lose hope, because I do feel like a lot of the world right now is feeling hopeless. these moments and these experiences, these companies, these brands, these humans, as you guys, like, it continues to spread just that hope that we're lacking right now. I know, you know, I'm always trying to figure out what's the next level of how we can contribute and, you know, keep paying it forward. And that was like the thing that touched me most about you guys. And like I said, I think we're in such a dark times that people needed to hear your guys' message. And yes, we'll absolutely do this again. You already know we're going to do something together.
We're doing something in person.
Exactly.
We're coming to Texas,
And then we're going to try to
100%.
Yes, and we're going to look good.
We're going to look good when we get there.
So don't be embarrassed to like introduce us to your friends. We actually meet up pretty
Never.
You're showing up. Okay.
Never. I'm so grateful you guys were able to hop on. We'll wrap it up here, but all I want to say is check out Cancer Cartel, their Instagram page. All their links are in my bio on my website. Everything. Again, they have a third person, Shelly. She's unable to be there in person.
Fab.
Yes,
She would look nicer.
She would have been better dressed than we are
already. She's probably on there like, I can't.
But these three amazing women, Katie, Carrie, and Shelly, are cancer survivors, and they have survived their own cancers and struggles, and their whole purpose in their life now post-cancer is to help others and give back. And like I said, it's 100% of the proceeds that they get is giving back to people that need it. And it's not to necessarily help fund their medication and all of that, but it's expenses that you don't think about, but they actually end up adding up. So I love that they thought beyond the box, right? Because I don't think people think about that, you know? And when it's an illness like that, where it's very long and it's not like quick and, you know, okay, it's just a couple weeks of these bills, like it can add up. And, you know, and I can only imagine how long some people experience this. And so it can truly become such a burden. So I'm so grateful that you guys are doing this literally with the kindness of your heart, like literally, like that's like to its entirety. So thank you guys so much for hopping on, having a drink, talking about the amazing things you guys do. I am hoping and praying and manifesting all the great things that y'all will do. And you already know we're going to do something together. So stay tuned for Dhara's World and Cancer Cartel collab of some sort.
Yes.
You guys, if you have any luxury items you want to get rid of for a good cause, they are the one to give it to, because they're going to do some great things with it. And the worst case scenario, if you don't have a luxury item or you're not ready to part ways, they have awesome stuff. I'm literally about to go buy their ball cap because I was like, that is so cute. It's so cute. And I'm in Texas. It's hot as balls here, so I'm always wearing it. I know. I was just like, can I say that? But then I was like,
hey, Dhara,
it's my show. I can say it.
Here too, which is random. It's 90.
Ooh, you're wild.
Really hot for us. That's crazy. You know that's crazy.
It is crazy. But then when you become a Texan girl, you're just like, oh, that's not too bad.
Here we're melting. Yeah.
Well, don't melt away. No, but y'all stay in touch, and seriously, thank you guys for coming on, and wishing you guys well. You know we're going to stay in touch, and give them a follow, participate if you're able to help them, but if you know someone that is in need, let them know about them, because they are here to help, and you guys are just phenomenal. So much love to all three of you. Lots of love to my girls in Seattle.
Lots of love to you in Texas.
Bye, guys. Thank you all for joining.
Thank you.
Talk soon. Bye, everyone.
Yeah.